Hey there, and welcome. Are you ever wondering how to really power up your child's growing brain? Well, today we're going to dive right into that. And the best part? We'll show you how to do it with simple, amazing ingredients you've probably already got in your Indian kitchen. So let's get started. Just take a look at this number, 90%. That's huge. It means that a whopping 90% of your child's brain gets built by the time they're just 5 years old. This isn't just some random statistic, folks. This is a golden opportunity we can't miss.
So yeah, those first few years are they're everything. The food they eat right now is literally laying the foundation for their memory, how they learn, and their brain health for their entire life. It's this incredible period of growth, and we get to be a part of supporting it.
Okay, so how exactly do we support all that incredible growth? Well, it really just comes down to giving the brain the right building blocks. Think of it like this. Certain nutrients are the essential materials the brain needs to build strong, super-fast connections.
Here's a really easy way to think about it. The foods we're about to talk about, they're literally fuel. Not just any fuel, but like the premium, high-performance stuff for their brain. It's what powers everything from focusing on a toy to remembering a new song.
All right, so here are the big players, the sciencey names behind it all. You've got your omega-3s, they actually build the brain cells. Then there's choline, which is a superstar for memory, and antioxidants, they're like the brain's personal bodyguards, protecting those cells. Plus, you've got a whole crew of vitamins and minerals keeping everything running smoothly. But don't worry, you don't need a PhD to find these in your food.
And this is where the magic really happens. Let's get practical and see how you can find all these powerful nutrients in foods that are already a part of our daily lives, right in our very own Indian kitchens.
Let's start with something we see every single day. That simple, warm, whole wheat roti, or a nice bowl of ground rice. Turns out, they're brain food. They give a steady, slow release of glucose, which is the brain's #1 source of fuel. This is exactly what helps your kids stay focused and avoids that sleepy afternoon feeling.
And of course, can you even imagine an Indian meal without dal? Pulses, like our everyday dal, chana, or even rajma, are just fantastic for the brain. They've got this perfect mix of complex carbs and protein that keeps the brain's energy levels high and steady. This means your child stays sharp long after they've finished eating.
Okay, time for the greens. Things like palak and methi are absolutely loaded with antioxidants and folate. You can think of these as the brain's little protectors, shielding those precious brain cells from harm and boosting their thinking power. Just adding a bit of palak to the dal or making a methi paratha, it makes a huge difference.
You know, the humble egg is a true brain food champion. The yolk especially is an absolute powerhouse of something called choline. And choline is critical for developing memory. It helps brain cells talk to each other clearly, kind of like making sure you have a perfect signal on a phone call. What about a quick snack? A small handful of nuts and seeds, like walnuts or almonds, is pretty much the perfect brain-boosting treat. They're packed with healthy fats, vitamin E, and zinc. All these things work together to protect the nervous system and keep those nerve signals firing nice and sharp.
And berries. They're not just delicious, they're little power-ups for the brain. They are full of antioxidants called flavonoids. And guess what? Studies have linked these little guys directly to better concentration, sharper memory, and just better brain function overall.
All right, now for the big one. A question that's probably on every single Indian parent's mind. What about that daily glass of milk that our parents insisted we drink? Is it really as important as they told us it was?
The answer is a big, resounding yes, absolutely. Dairy products, we're talking milk, dahi, paneer, are fundamental. They're packed with protein and B vitamins, which are the literal bricks and mortar for brain tissue. They help build the brain's structure and the messengers that carry signals. It's not an exaggeration to say they help build the brain's core wiring. Now, for families that eat fish, you have access to one of the most powerful brain foods out there. Fatty fish, like salmon, or even our local sardines, are just swimming in brain-building omega-3s. Specifically, something called DHA, which is a major building block of the brain itself.
And hey, here's a little treat you can actually feel good about giving them. A small piece of dark chocolate, in moderation of course, can be a smart choice. The flavonoids inside can help increase blood flow to the brain, and that can give a nice little boost to focus and memory.
Okay, but a healthy brain isn't just about what's on the plate. Food is a huge piece of the puzzle, but it's part of a much bigger picture. There are other daily habits that are just as important for your child's brain development.
On top of a good diet, you have these 4 pillars of brain health. Number 1, good sleep. 2, lots of active play.
3, staying hydrated, just drinking enough water, and 4, limiting sugar. Every single one of these has a direct, proven effect on how well their brain works.
Let that really sink in for a second. It's so easy to forget the basics, right? But something as simple as not drinking enough water during the day or having a few too many sugary biscuits, that can directly mess with your child's ability to focus and learn in school.
All right, I know we've covered a lot of ground, but listen, the point isn't to go home and change everything all at once. It's all about taking one small, simple step at a time and turning it into an easy, everyday habit for the whole family.
So here's a really simple way to picture it. On one side, you have the brain boosters, that handful of almonds, a bowl of fresh dahi, a whole grain roti. And on the other side, you've got the stuff we want to limit, those sugary drinks, packaged snacks, and plain old white bread. It's really just about making a few simple, smart swaps whenever you can.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Don't think about overhauling the whole week. Just think about tomorrow. What's one single brain-boosting food you can easily add to your child's meal tomorrow? Maybe in their tiffin box or on their dinner plate. That one small step, that's the perfect place to begin. Thanks so much for joining me.